Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Cardsy, otherwise known as Habs This Week. Today's video is long overdue. I've been gone for a long time. I trialed EA NHL. Now realizing I don't like the style of the content, I'm going to switch back to my original plan with this channel, which was to cover the Canadiens as best as I possibly can. It's just I've been struggling over the last couple of months to A, have the desire, B, have the want to cover this franchise, because let's be honest, the first 30 games of the season were awful for us. We were awful. Then, we gained a second bundle of joy in Patrik Laine. Now, a third bundle of joy, Jakub Dobes. 4-0 to start his career, 968 save percentage in those 4 games. Under a goal against at .98. Perfect start. Literally the best start for a Canadiens goaltender since Patrick Waugh. That says something about this young man. If he can be even as close to a fraction of what Waugh was to the Canadiens, we have a high chance of making the playoffs. I'm not saying we will, we have a high chance. He's also got the added bonus of a Carey Price-esque way he carries himself. He is very calm in the net. Shades of Carey. Just making sure it is well known he is not afraid to take your shot. That is what I noticed last night in Dallas, when Stan Coven had his breakaway, when Wyatt Johnston had his breakaway. I didn't see any notice of panic from Dobes. Usually with Monty, nothing dogging Monty. He's a great goaltender. He has been a lord and savior for this franchise for the last 3 or 4 years, slowly, sadly dealing with the Caden Primo situation. All the best to him. I don't know what he's going to be doing soon, but all the best to him. He just didn't work out with us. Back to Dobes. He, in my opinion, will be the face of this franchise if he can keep up the shades of Carey and Waugh that he's showing right now, mainly because this franchise needs it. If you look at our record before December and January, we were a bottom 5 team, basement dweller, bottom of the barrel. End of December, early January, this team took a 180. We are currently the best record with above 10 wins in the last 10 games. We have a record of 11-2-1, which is the single best record in the league currently over the span of the last month, including December. Honestly, I'm happy where the team is right now. We just need to survive the Emil Heineman injury. We also need to hope we can keep our goaltenders healthy. We have to hope we can keep our defensemen healthy, forwards healthy, speedy recovery to Emil Heineman. It sucks the way he had to go down. Tomorrow night is a big one. If we put Jakub Dobes in net tomorrow night, there is a high chance we come out of that game with a win. Mainly because Stolarz is injured, Wall is a bit shaky, and Hildeby is a piece of Swiss cheese. So if we could get lucky and Jakub Dobes gets a second start in a row, which I think if I was Marty St. Louis, I'd put Dobes in for this game. Monty is slowly but surely being exhausted to the empty part of the barrel. He has played, out of the last 14 games, he's played 10 of them. He's played 10 of the last 14, multiple back-to-backs. I just don't feel like it's a good idea to give Montembeault this game tomorrow. Mainly because he's been a bit leaky against the Leafs. Yes, the Leafs have crazy shooters. Matthews, Nylander, Marner, Tavares is out. Robertson, McMahon. Now they got some speedy guys on that breakaway chance that we cannot give any inch of space to. I mean, we're going to have to get some players to step up here. We need Matheson to step up, stop making turnovers at the blue line, doing his best William Nylander impression. Sorry for the digs. It's just, I have to. The biggest thing I have to say about this franchise so far, what I'm seeing, is they're very strong when it comes to the rush chances. They're good at killing penalties. We're also really good at taking them. We got to slow them down, because giving a team like that with a power play like that a lick of a chance of a power play is a death sentence. We give them more than one power play. If we give them more than 2 power plays in a period, they're going to score at least one of them, which is a scary thought to have, because the way the games have been playing lately for the Canadiens and our opponents, it's been 1 or 2 goal games. And if we could survive the onslaught that is the Leafs' offensive pressure, like we did against Dallas last night, I don't see us having that big of a problem with dealing with this less than subpar Leafs team right now. They're in a struggle. They're in struggle town, mainly because Stolarz is out. McCabe is still slowly recovering from a double concussion in 2 weeks, which he shouldn't be playing, but he is. The biggest takeaway from last night's game and the previous games this week and the last month, I'm gonna have to say that fourth line, Emil Heineman, Yoel Armia, Jake Evans, in my opinion, doesn't look like a fourth line, and they're currently the best fourth line in the league. Nobody can change my mind about that. It could be bias, it could be the fact that they're playing well, but the bottom 6 is what we need to have step up, because the top 6 have been struggling lately. I mean, aside from Caufield and Lane Hudson, I mean, those two are on a different level. I believe Cole got his 24th last night. No, he didn't score. He assisted the Slavkovsky goal. I mean, he is a one-dimensional when he needs to be, but he can be a two-dimensional player. He's a 200-foot player when you need him to be. He's a 100-foot player when you need him to be. Basically, what I mean by that is he's good in the defensive zone when he needs to be. When he's called upon to play pressure hockey, man-on-man, or systematic switches by hybrid, he's good in those roles. But when he has that opportunity to show his offensive flair, he's going to. He is going to expose every hole you have in terms of defensive structure if you're a defending team. Because the way he can manipulate his body, especially his size, is thanks to our head coach, Martin St. Louis. He knows what it's like to be a undersized player, undrafted, told you're not worth it, told you're never going to be good. And he turned that told you're never going to be good into a Hall of Fame career, and he's going to have a Hall of Fame coaching career. He is a nightmare when it comes to, giving those smaller players the confidence they need to, show their game off and work hard. Anyways, I've been Cardsy, otherwise known as Habs, this week. Expect to see more videos. I am going on vacation till Monday. I'll see you guys then. Good luck tomorrow. See ya. Bye-bye.